Hey guys, Glenn here, and today in Tekkit I'm going to be showing you how to use teleporters. These things here, as you can see, they basically teleport people from one place to another, which is pretty cool. So the first thing you're going to need is a couple of storage units. I've got MFSUs because they have a really large storage capacity. And I've just hooked these up around the back here to some high voltage solar arrays to provide my power, which is quite cool. You can also, if you went to a empty MFSU, you could drop something like redstone in here, and it would power out for you if you were just using this as like a one-off thing. But it's pretty slow, so you probably want to use like a continuous power. For example, maybe you want to hook it up to a nuclear reactor. Of course, then you'd need to transform your power down to high voltage, because these MFSUs will only take high voltage, medium voltage, or low voltage in the input side. And as you can see, the output face is facing this way. You'll also need a couple of teleporter blocks and a frequency transmitter card. And so then you're going to have to place your teleporters next to a power source. So I always do it to the output side of a power container, like these MFSUs, because if you're using cable, your teleporters are going to need to draw a lot of power in basically instantaneously, and your cables will have a maximum EU power they can transfer at any one time. This is why your power containers will, when they're charging up, will actually charge up slower than the things here will be able to produce power, because you don't have enough cabling. So what this means is that by placing them adjacent to a output slot of a power container, you can draw as much power as you need from the container, and obviously you can place multiple MFSUs around this with their output sides all facing towards the teleporter. So once you've placed your two teleporter blocks, you're now ready to link them together using our frequency transmitter. And the way we do this is we literally mosey on down to our first teleporter, right click on it, and we'll then right click on the second one. Another thing to notice after you've done this is our frequency transmitter is now linked to our first teleporter. And I'll explain what this means in a second, but for now I'll just show you it teleporting you. Okay, so if I step on this one, I get teleported to the second teleporter. If I step on the other plate, I get teleported back to the first, so I can keep going back and forth pretty much forever. The distance here is quite short, so it doesn't drain that much power. As you can see, I've pretty much already recharged it. And the thing to know about the frequency transmitter is that it's still linked, it will always be linked to the first one you clicked. So if you want to link a new pair together, you'll probably want to make a new frequency transmitter. For example, if I place a new teleporter here, and I right click on that again with the same frequency transmitter card, this will always take me back to the first one I linked together, but of course this one will still go to our second one, and vice versa, with the second one always goes back to our first one. Just a short thing I've noticed, you can actually place a power storage unit on top of the teleport, because you can be standing one block above the teleport when you actually teleport, so you can have a power storage unit on all 6 sides. In terms of activating the teleporter, you're going to need a short burst of a redstone signal. In this case I'm just using a pressure plate, but you could just use a button or something similar to that. In terms of the actual cost of teleporting, there is basically multipliers for having armor, and there's also multipliers for how many slots in your inventory you have at the moment. So a good way of saving cost, because obviously the cost is going to get greater the further distance you have, is by you can put all of your armor or your gear in either an ender chest, or if you've got a alchemy bag, you can put it in there, teleport, and then just pull it all out again. Obviously it's a bit of a hassle, so if you have a lot of power, obviously it's not worth doing that. But if you don't have a lot of power and you want to save it, it's probably a good idea to do that. There is an actual formula online for calculating it, and I'll put a link to that in the description. It's on the Tekkit wiki, which is a great place, great resource. So if you're interested in how much it will cost, go check that out. So that's pretty much all there is to it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you have lots and lots of fun using it. If you like this video and you want to see more tutorials, just comment, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.